Okay guys, so brows are done and I have put my Scarlet Concealer up underneath them to trim them out and kind of make them more crisp and pop. So I want to show you guys how to do an eye look. And I'm just going to use a palette today, okay? I'm gonna jump in here with just the browns. Maybe I wanna use the grays. I wanna do a palette that is like, palette 3 is another very pretty one that a lot of people will jump on. But I want to show you guys just a simple, easy smoky eye. Okay, so I'm just going to take this, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys the difference that eye primer makes. Okay, so eye primer is an absolute must. And again, like our face primer, I want to show you guys the difference the eye primer makes. So I'm just going to put this on the back of my hand, and I got a little bit too much, so I'm not going to use it all. I'm just going to add to that and just pop it on my eyes real quick. So you see that that's like a half a grain of rice, all right? Very small amount. This stuff will last you forever and ever and ever. All right, so I just put that on my lid, and then I just kind of brush that up to the crease, or to my Scarlet Concealer, actually. All right, so that just provides a nice base for your makeup, your eye makeup to stick to. So right through here, it dried already, so right through there is where I put that color, okay? So I'm going to take this brush, and I'm just going to dip it into this Perplexed color, which is a silver charcoal color. So I'm just going to put this down here because I know that's not where I put the primer. All right, so that's without primer. Can't see where I put the primer. It has blended. And right in there is where I put it. So same amount, you guys. That's all I did, a little bit on the brush and same amount. So you can see how much it pops with primer. So you're gonna wanna do that, especially if you are doing a shimmery eye look. It will pop so much more if you use that. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a transition color, okay? So typically for a transition color, you're going to go with a light, kind of a matte color. So all of our palettes, except for palette 5, I would say, have a good transition color. So this, I'm just going to take this, and this is just going to dust in through here. So what this does is this is going to help transition out of the dark color that we're going to put on the crease. Okay, so this is just a super light base, just so that it's not going from black to white. So this is just going to help buff in the middle there. So this is our blending brush that I'm using to apply this. And this does not have to be a very precise application. You can just literally dust it right in through there. Okay, so you go from the lid up to that Scarlet Concealer under your brow is where I put this. Same thing on this side. I do a lot of outward circles out here on the outer portion, and then I can swipe it over because that's where I want most of the color to be, is out here anyway. All right, so that just nicely blends out through into that Scarlet Concealer, and you see how it's just like a super light base in there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that same Perplexed color, and I'm going to use this as a crease color. So typically what you want to do, this is one of my big tips, so it depends on what color you want to be the primary focus, okay? So by doing my crease color first, by applying it first, I'm going to have this color be my main focus color. So this is going to blend up through the crease color, where if I put this first and then I applied my crease color, this color would be the major focus, okay? So that would pull it down into the light color, where we're going to be pulling the light color out into the darker color. So I'm going to show you guys how this works. So I'm taking that Perplex, just a couple of taps. You don't need to swipe a lot of product because, like I said, a little bit goes a long way with all of our products. So you will be pleasantly surprised with how long your products last. I've had these palettes, I'm not even joking you, 2 years. Now granted, I don't use one palette every single day, but they will last you well over a year. I can promise you that, even if you are using it every day. Unless you use the same 2 colors every single day. Which when you have 7 colors in a palette, I would be switching it up, I would think. Alright, so you put that on the outer corner. I always start out here and then I just kind of pull it over. Now this is our crease brush and I find that this is the best brush to use to get a very blended look. Okay, so a couple taps on the brush. This brush was already used before, so that's why it looks like I have a lot on there, but it's not. So I make this line on the outer portion here. And then I'm just going to take that and swipe it over. So I make that outer line first, and then I can do my circular motions and just blend this over now. One other trick that I like to do to help make this look more seamless and blended is I like to bring this on the outer third of the lid as well. So see how this comes in and how it gradually just fades out? That's another good way to blend. Where if you just have like a straight line out here, then it's harder to blend. So I did this side without even showing you, but that's how I do it, is I blend on the outer third of the lid. Okay, so then we can take our lid color, which I need to find a brush for. I'm just going to wipe this one off because it's a little pink still. That's one thing I'm very bad about, is washing my brushes. All right, so this color is called Blissful. So this is like a pop-in shimmer color. And you can just take this right on the lid and see how amazingly pigmented that is. That's in part to our primer and amazing products. So you do not need a lot. Normally a shimmer does not go on that well for me if it's not unique. So you just pop that over the top and you see how I just like blend that through that crease color a little bit. See how it just like comes in through there. So this color is the primary focus. Now do you guys see what I'm talking about? So that color is just going to kind of take over so that it's not so dark. But then I want to add a little bit of darkness back there because I am picky. So this is just where I'm going to put a little bit out here just to help darken just a touch, okay? So just adding a little bit back and on that outer V. This is the outer V here. And then I just blend that, make sure that that's nice and blended. I'm just very lightly touching just now. And then you can just call that good. So that is an easy, super easy eye look, right? And then I'm just going to put black liner. Just going to take my black liner and I'm going to go on the waterline. So this is just an easy, quick way to do your liner. You don't have to even use it, honestly. I find that our mascara does all the talking, so I typically don't even need to use an eyeliner because I like my lashes to speak for themselves. But I will be posting a video next on how to do an easy wing. And I'm also going to show the mascara. So I hope you guys stay tuned, and then I will showcase some lip products in just a bit. See what I do? See what I do when I stop doing what I'm doing? Just a normal girl over here, no editing. No need to edit that video. You guys can see how real I am. All right, so I will see you in a bit and we will talk about how to do our lips. Okay? See you in a bit.